Hi everyone, welcome back. Gonna have a really quick look at Clover, and yes, it looks like it's about to wake up. Now I'm using the Binance chart for this one, and we're currently sitting on the weekly view. And I also just want to advise that I'm not using the price action from where were we here, July 21, because that's essentially the inception of the price action. So I'm literally going from the movement that I've got, because it just kind of throws it all out of whack and doesn't seem to sit true. So I'm going to take it to the daily, and if we look at what's been going on over the last week or so, really want to zoom in on this because I want you guys to see. We are in a very tight position following a really big sell-off, and this channel here, although it's been the low essentially, but if you look at the movement that we've had, I'm just going to count these up first: 2, 4, so 8 days now. Now, if you look at the movement that we've had over the course of time with Clover, we've not really had any stagnant days. We have either been pumping or slightly consolidating and in downturn. So I mean, I'm kind of going back here to July. So a good 7-8 months of movement. We haven't really had days where we've just moved in a real sideways trajectory, other than when we've been moving lower, where we're trying to upturn, but then we just have a drop, or we're sideways and then we drop. But this is a really tight pattern, and I just want to look. I mean, the volume's not really been there, if I'm being brutally honest, but equally, we've not had volume removed from the token like we have seen here. So yeah, I honestly think Clover's ready to blow. I really do. It's a constant. I did watch a video of a guy on YouTube. I don't know, about 6 months ago or so, and he coined the phrase of doing the crabby, and I get it. You know, when these things are just sort of like moving sideways, they're just stepping, they're not going anywhere, they're just moving sideways. So it's a good phrase. And it does look like we have just been consolidating for a number of days now, essentially doing the crabby. Now, I'm not going to adopt that phrase because it's someone else's, but Clover to me looks really ready to go. Now, I don't expect to see some giant candles from Clover, but what I will expect to see is that if I look back in a week's time, this is the sort of thing that will have 2x'd. And then you look back in another 2 weeks' time, and it would have 2x'd again. So it's kind of one of those tokens that I believe will just creep on you, and you'll look at it every day and be like, oh, it's only climbed 5%. But when you look back at it in a month's time, it probably would have 6x'd. Does that make sense? So, not financial advice, but I do think this one has been down here for a really long time, and it doesn't want to go lower. It may, from this moment, have a huge dump downwards. It may. I'd be very surprised to see that. I would be very surprised to see that. If it was to go lower, I mean, it's kind of scary when you look at the next resistance zone that we've got. But if it was to go, I'm just gonna say I am really bullish on Clover right now, but I have to give the fair analytics. So if it was to drop and go lower, the worst we could expect to see would be a 60% drop from where we are. That's our recent high, and we've dropped 60%. So if we were going to drop 60% from where we are, what's that going to look like? Get rid of that. So if we're going to drop 60% from where we are, we would be coming down to 12 cents. I'm going to put that in as the worst case scenario. I don't think we come down here. I really don't. But that would be a 60% further correction. What I do expect to see from Clover will be a level of staircasing, and I'm not going to put in some support resistance lines. How do you know? Actually, I will, because I can do that via a fib. If we have a look from the high to the low, so from here, essentially, we would staircase. We make a solid day for a couple more days, but eventually we'd staircase, and we'd have some resistance at 43, and then we climb higher and have resistance at 50, and then from there we should begin to make these climbs as per the resistance that we've seen on the way down before we get back up to 72. So this could happen in a really short period of time, or it could happen over a number of weeks. But I do expect us to staircase from where we are. And just to zoom out, we do see the odd pump from Clover, but on the whole, when we're moving, we don't see giant giga candles. Yeah, they're not monumental price moves, if that makes sense. 112. Yeah, I suppose that one was 50%. Yeah, yeah. Watch, watch out for a move. Someone has just commented to say on one of my videos that this this is a buying opportunity. Personally, it's not a buying opportunity for me just yet. I'm not satisfied. I think that we're either going to break one way or the other, but I think that a downturn is less likely, but it is still possible because we've been accumulating long enough that this thing could have another dump. So we're away off the cloud from where we are. So let's just say in the next 10 minutes we launch, because I have had that happen with one of my tokens earlier today, where I said over the next couple of days, possibly the next few hours, we're going to have a launch. Literally about 5 minutes after I posted the video, Moss took off and had about a 50% pump, about 48% pump. So let's just say, for example, this one's going to take off in the next 5 minutes. The maximum it could go to before it found resistance would be 67p. So that is just under a 2x. But realistically, I can't see it. I can't see it doubling in one move, in one pump. What we've seen with previous moves, yeah, even when it has tried to go, it's not made it even to the Ishimoku. So from here, I'd say that the maximum it could go to would be 50 to 55 cents. I'm just going to draw that in. So I can't. I'm just going to leave that there. I'm going to mark it red because I don't see us blowing like that. I say in the short term, we've got a slight correction before a move. And I think that our move is going to look something like this. We're going to get into the cloud, and then from there you'll see a staircasing higher. And then we might see a little launch at some point, but I think a lot more volume has to come into this token. So there's my predictions. I am bullish. I'm very bullish at the moment for all of crypto, but just to say, I don't think that the low is absolutely in, and this thing is ready for a break, whether that be down then up or straight from where we are. I can't promise anything either way, but I just want to basically say as well, I don't expect to see a move like we have seen with some of the tokens that have really popped off recently. So try not to FOMO in. If you want to open a position, this could be a good time to. But I do think this is a slower token to grow than some of the other ones we've seen. All right, long video. Hope everyone's well and safe. It's Friday night in the UK. Gonna get a couple of beers in and just enjoy watching what's going on in the world with some crypto, and hopefully we all make some money. Best of luck. Take care. Like and subscribe. See you on the next one.